Kennedy, keep bringing. The people are not done. The eyes will see with. Yesu wanile onyama buliri melu okaka onyama buliri melu eluwe onyama buliri melu Yesu wanile Tattered. It's a function of confusion. There is no poverty greater. I look at them, they are rubbished by the angel of circumstance. Their mind is made poor, tuning to so many vile directions. I said their minds are made what? Made vile, because they have tuned to so many wasted directions just to represent powerlessness. I said just to represent what? Powerlessness. So when you ask them, I said, what do you see? They are constantly subjected to prompt decisions, confusion, saying yes and no at the same time. You see, because they are errand boys or girls to circumstances. What I mean by servant of circumstance is that you connect to whatever that shows up. So when we see the eyes you have, we will know the power you have. Let me ask you to listen. It is not possible for low lives to be stable, and they can't look steady. They can't produce horns. Wherever you see great men, they will tell you what they've been looking at. Looking steady at a definite direction is a sign that you are great. It's a sign that you are saved. It's a sign that God is with you. It's a sign that you are not wounded. It is not possible for Yahweh to identify with confusion. So, it is the eyes first, before power. So I said the power we see with reveals the power at work in us. The reason that Jesus eventually finished with carpentry work was eyes told him that he can't follow that path. Eyes. God saves only those that have eyes to be saved. Let me say again. I say God saves only those that have eyes to be saved. Do you know why? Do you know why Peter, Obi, and Soludo, they are capital people of Nigeria? They are Anambarians, and it is the angel that raised two of them that also raised Locust Army. That's why I told you there is something about Anambra State in this millennium. Now, if you are not from there, don't envy it, don't fight, don't think any nonsense. Nothing will change. Anambra is the home of God for the last millennium. If you think I'm joking, watch it. Watch it. You see, because terrible heavenly attention is coming on the place. I said terrible what? Heavenly attention. Some angels have relocated to heaven. In fact, the best angels in heaven. In fact, some of the angels that are with Yahweh have left heaven and went to Anambra State. You see, because they are building a sanctuary for the ancient Lion King in the place. That is the state God have chosen out of all the villages of the world. It's going to be finally the headquarters of eternity. Why do you think that the local government is called Agoata? That is the local government where Locust Army is. Agoata. So even the ancients know that it will happen by this time. So they call it Agoata. It is a land where lions don't devour. It's a place. It's a land of preservation. When the king came there, I grew up to say, they say Umuchu Alanso. So our people are not surprised that the camp of Locust Army came there, because they have been expecting it. So despising us, it will not last long. Because the helper of Zion is already in Zion. I said the helper of Zion is already in Zion. If you joke with what I'm about to tell you, in another 5-10 years, land around the Agwata will be very, very expensive. The motivation that God gave, that inspired God to help Soludo to become governor. Soludo became governor of Anambra State in time. In a time like this. Then turned the headquarters of Agwata, which is a Kulobia, to that way it is now. So Kulobia has become a popular town in Anambra State. It wasn't like that before. You know, because God is not always in a hurry. He keeps relocating things. He keeps changing things. So some people who used to be in other places, like some people are relocating from Newi to Ekulobia, from Onitsha to Ekulobia, because the place is already developing. Some people are going down from the village to, some people are going down from my village. Instead of trying to come to Lagos, they now settle there. So the place is expanding, but through a slow process. You know, God is not always in a hurry. So if you don't have land there, buy. If you have land there, don't wait for when you have money. Build one room and toilet. One room, kitchen, toilet, and then parking. Parking in January. Somebody say, yeah. It is not possible for a blind man to be powerful. I mean spiritually blind, visionless. It's not possible. Power is not associated with blindness. Power is associated with sight, vision, revelation. There is something you will not be able to hide anytime people see you. And that is where you are looking at. So there's a heading here on where we look at constantly point to our destiny. Where we look at constantly. You are not yet living, please. If people cannot point at where you're looking at when they see you, you see, because where you're looking at will tell us about who you are. You see, because looking must be involved in every form of rich destiny. Let me say again, I say looking must be involved in every form of rich destiny. Looking. You see, because God cannot ordain change without the eyes. 2 Corinthians 3:18. He will not ordain change